Happy Groundhog Day, everyone. There we are. So good morning. I'm Diane from Boho Stamper, and it's Wednesday, so we are working in Alice in Wonderland journal. Oh, I'm out of breath. I was, let's get this pulled down a little bit so I can reach everything. I'm trying to get ready for my next 5-item swap that is sponsored by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. I ended up with, it's almost like a pen pal where you swap 5 items and then create something for your journals and share that with each other or on your YouTube channel or whatever, Instagram, everything, all the social media. So I did do my first one from Janie already, and I did record that, made a video. And then I started on my second one from Sonia in Ireland, and I'm excited about that because she put some book pages in there that are in a different language, and I don't know if it's Gaelic or what it is, but it's not English, so it's new to me. Anyway, I was kind of getting stuck because I don't know where I'm going to put these. I don't really have a journal or anything to put them in, and then it dawned on me, why don't you just make a journal and put your challenges and stuff in there. So then, of course, that got me thinking, what am I going to do for a cover? And so anyways, I was ripping pages up to put in that. Last night I was making hubby's lunch for today because he goes out real early in the morning, and I didn't have any sweets or anything to put in there. So I knew I had a box of those freezer cookies that I had got from one of the kids' fundraisers before Christmas. So I went to the freezer and I got them and put the cookies in the oven, and the box was calling out to me, and it said, I am your new art journal cover. So it's like the perfect size. Right? Look at this. It's perfect. So anyways, I'm trying to get some pages ready and put in there, and I'll make a piece of book cloth and cover it. And then I have somewhere to add my swap challenges, or actually Barbara's doing another one and I would like to try it. But again, I didn't have anywhere to put it. So, on to the one we're working on, Alice, and can we see this, or do I need to try to move my camera up? Is that better or worse? Better or worse? I'm practicing to be an eye doctor. Better or worse? All right, that's a little better, I guess. You can see my glue and stuff off to the side, but it's okay. All right, so I took our chipboard piece that I wanted to be on the front cover, and I did glue it to the red spongy material that I had found. And then if you remember, I found a doily I thought helped Alice stand out on the cover very well. So I did use Fabri-Tac yesterday, and I glued that all on there, let it sit overnight, because I already have my cover sewn together. So now I will go back by hand and stitch the doily on here, and that will be our cover. For a closure, I was looking for buttons for my stitching project that I'm doing with Rachel and Sarah from Roxy Creations. And anyways, I ran across a couple buttons. So I found this cool silver one. It's all tarnished and old and very cool. I found this gold bumpy one, which is also really fun. And then I found this huge red one. And I thought, why don't I just put the red one on here? I can put a hole, you know, with my crocodile, and put the toggle in here. And we can tie a ribbon onto it that's long enough to wrap around the journal, leaving room for expansion, right? So I think I'm going to go with the red one, even though the other two buttons are very cute. I can use them on a different project. Maybe I'll put them on my new journal. I actually thought about doing my boho journal to put the swap items in there, but that kind of wasn't the theme I was going for in the boho journal, so it warranted a new idea. I've been busy. I did take all of the little bits and pieces that I had cut from the cover and I backed them all. Most of them are trimmed down or cut into tag shapes. Rounded the corners. We might have to trim up a couple of the ones that came out of the Stamperia packet, book pay. You know, the 12 by 12 sheets that we used. There were some tags in there. So, and I still have a lot to go. And I'll keep trying to get some of this done, and then we'll do a few things on camera. So Bunny's envelope is glued in. I don't know if that was glued in there the last time we were on or not. And I put the Bunny journal card in there. And, excuse me, going a little raspy again. And I did get my deck of Alice in Wonderland playing cards. And so I have this glued in now. And this card says, oh yeah, I did show you because I said I didn't really want to do anything to the cards because the backs are too pretty. And they each have a little paragraph or sentence from the story. I am real. If I wasn't real, I shouldn't be able to cry. Well, and then one of my little words in my little word box says, be real, not perfect. And I thought that would be cute. So I got that, but I don't know what I want to do with it. I mean, this is very blank up in here. So do we want to put just a piece of coffee dyed paper up here and add that, you know, as part of a collage? I don't know yet. This needs something. I may just glue a piece of paper on here to write. This is good for writing. This is good for writing, although a little stark naked. I might have to add something to that because I have a lot of empty pages right in a row. Okay. This was that flip out that I made that was a holiday greeting card. And then I made this tag. Ooh, don't tell me I glued her in there. Yesterday I was cutting out my Tracy at Love Junk Journals is also doing February Daily with a tag book. And I had started to print my tags out and realized I hadn't shrunk them down to fit my my paper. So I had a couple scrap tags that I'm not going to be able to use. And thankfully, they kind of match my reds. So I put the Queen of Hearts puppet on here. And I thought that would be kind of fun. Since she's the Queen of Hearts, I threw on some different card suits. Although oh no, those are hearts. They're black though. Yeah. And it just happens to fit into my little window pocket here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And you can see her through the window. Yes, yes. This one's a pocket. I did stitch around all these cards that I had. And I thought maybe we can, just as we're going through, decorate a couple of those up today if we have time, because I do have one piece I want to make. Ooh, that needs glued down. Got a little wild child here. Can't do that. You need to lay down nice. Oops. Stay. And I think I'm going to make another one of these because I think they're pretty. They really do spruce up a page. I think this one I'm going to glue 3 sides on here. And again, make kind of a window pocket. I don't know if I'll put the acetate behind it. It depends. If I do, I want to make it large enough that our tag going in and out doesn't catch on it. Oh, these. So I have these dies from the Tim Holtz Impresslets. And I thought this would be fun to make just a little cluster here and use it as a tuck spot. Because I don't really want to cover up all of the card suits, but I thought we could just do something like this. Keep it in the corner, and then when we find the appropriate card, that'll just tuck in. So let's glue those together, and that will be one thing done on here. So I hope everybody's doing well. We're all good. It's very dry from just the weather and having the heat on and stuff, so that makes for very raspy, hoarse. Lots of static. Oh, that's velvet. I might have to use my tacky glue. I forgot. The cats are not impressed with the static at all. They want the pet. You go to pet them and everybody gets a little shocked. So they're not real happy with that. And I worked on some Valentines for the shop. I have those ready to take down. But the shop that I take them to is about 40 minutes away. And they don't open until noon. And so I'm probably not going to get them down there today. And we're supposed to get another snowstorm starting tomorrow, I believe. Ice and snow starts tomorrow. I don't know which side I want to be up. I think I like this side up. So if that's the case, I'm not going to get to take them down until Saturday, which really is hurting me because that's less time to sell between now and Valentine's Day. But Mother Nature rules. Whatever she says. Come on. I know there's a lot in here. I should have laid it down. Yeah, so I thought I was going to do that today, but I really can't see where I'm going to have time after lunch to do that today. I don't have them all packaged and priced, and I have to get my inventory sheet ready to send to the girls at the shop so they know what I'm bringing. Oh, that's why I don't put the cap on, because my hands are so dry, my fingers hurt, and I can't pull the cap off. Oh, this would be something different. I mean, we don't usually see little scallop tuck spots too much. And I really do like these medallions. Hold that for a second. And so if we don't get to decorating these journal cards, I'll just keep doing that off camera, because I think you'd probably rather follow me along when we're making another piece of ephemera to put in here. So there we go. That'll be a good little spot. Nice writing page here. I might do a belly band here. I did do one belly band. I'll share that with you when we get to this section. See, this could use another one of those little snippets down the side. Oh, that might work for a black teapot here, huh? Maybe. Look at this on the screen and see. Well, the red stands out much nicer. Let's leave those there. I might put those there. Okay, so we have this card is ready to put in this pocket, and I know I want to put the cat on here, but I just don't know what I want to put on his background. See, it's 1/4 after already. So that might be another piece that I just finished decorating. I stitched these little 4 playing cards. I stitched just onto some red cardstock and added them with this other journal card into our pocket. We had our altered paper clip, and I might have to make a couple more of those. We'll see. Some more writing pages. This was the other little tucks pocket that we had done. It has a pocket in the back, a little tuck, and 2 card slots. So I kind of made this a little king page here. This was just one of the pictures I think I had cut off of the cover from the scrapbooking paper and just backed it with some note card, put a little tag on here, which kind of covers Alice up, but it works. I added a pocket on here, and then I just used a piece of ribbon, and these were from, I think these are from, I don't remember. I really don't. But I added the numbers because I found a little bunny card that said, "Oh dear, I shall be late." And so I thought numbers would be appropriate for that pocket. I was trying to find something to decorate the craft paper with, and I haven't got that far. So, and I did get my, the one envelope is cut and ready because I forgot here. We forgot to cut the ends off of these and close the flap before I put them in the book. So I got that done yesterday. And I think I have a white one in the back as well. Another card that I just added a little hole and some tag to. And I put a little, and I think I have listed on my, in the description box where I got these little numbers. And I don't remember offhand what the name is. I don't want to say the wrong thing. So, but it is in the description box there. So we have that. I have to make a tag to put in here. That's why I said there's still a lot to go. I get working on this and I'm thinking it's the never-ending book. That's a different story, right? Oh, I did make another little paper clip just so that we could tuck maybe the bookmarks or something under there. I did decorate this side of the red envelope. I had cut the strip off of the edge. This was another piece that I had cut from the cover, so I backed it just with some composition paper, and I kind of like that you can sort of see the card suits behind the paper a little bit, sort of like a shadow. And just stuck Happy Place on there for my word labels. Let me see, we used the bunny chipboard image and added it to our red card. That I get done. Oh, the cello bag on this side, I cut the top off and put a little thumb notch. It needs decorated, and then we'll slip something in there. And in the last signature, I did make, I have to glue this one on yet. I did make a belly band, and what we're going to make today is a little accordion fold pocket to put in here. So let's get this glued on here. I had stitched it and then glued that teapot on the front of it. And for this, I just used a strip of the paper that was left out of the cover. and found some of the little scraps that I had left over from other parts that we had cut off. And I just ripped those and put them on my strip of paper and stitched down the center. Got a little clip here until this dries, and in the meantime we will make the accordion book that goes in here. Or file folder, or whatever it's called. I really don't know. What else did I add? Anything else? This was the other altered paper clip that we had. The white envelope, I still have to glue that and trim the edges off. This one just needs a little deco there. Our center, I'm not adding anything to this just because it's too pretty of a page to cover up with anything. I did just take a piece of black cardstock and made a tuck in the corner. This was in the chipboard ephemera pack, and because he matches the little guy, the Mad Hatter at the tea party, he worked well here. I added a tag from the Stampin book and just collaged Drink Me on there. Yes, I actually did a couple little things in the teapot section since the third signature seems to be getting ignored. And I still have to make 2 large journal cards to put in the front pockets. Alright, so let's leave this open so I don't glue the pages shut, and we will make our little folder thingy to go in there. So I've already done these envelopes, and these are just spare envelopes that I had. They're too small for my cards that I make, and they may have been from, actually I think they're from like old Valentines or something from the kids. And so what I did for that was I glued my flap shut, not the envelope, just the flap. And I just, Tracy Fox actually was just doing these on her channel. Well, she may have done them a while ago. I don't always get to watch the videos right away, so it could have been 2 months ago. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know that I'm doing it exactly the way she did, but I think it's going to work. So I have my flap glued down, and then we have to trim off the very tippy top of the envelope. My problem with doing some of this stuff is I don't have any more paper from that Stampin' pack to decorate an outside. So now we have a little pocket. And I've done that with a few of these envelopes. So I took a piece of just black cardstock, and I thought this would probably work the best because then we can decorate it. And I measured it just the width of my envelope. So the width of your cover is going to have to be different for whatever envelopes you decide to use, because you can use whatever size of envelope you want. And then I laid my envelope on the cardstock, gave myself a little bit of a margin and made a score line, moved over about 1/4 of an inch and made another score line so that as things get tucked down in here, this will have a little bit of a bottom. Now we're going to take our 2-sided tape and put this in the center of each envelope. Sticky scissors. They're sharp scissors. We certainly don't want to use my sharp scissors because I don't have many of those. My journal's in the way. Can't tell. This is going to say, did I really clean them? No. Come on. They don't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of lining them up because I'm going to try to make my centers all stick together so that my accordion opens up kind of even, hopefully. Again, like with everything, fingers crossed. Hope for the best. Yep, so if I get some of those pages done real quick today, I think I will do my next 5-item, my 5-swap challenge. Maybe tomorrow. Well, we're going to get snowed in, so they say. Did you watch Phil this morning? The groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil? If you're from around here, well, everyone should be familiar with Phil. Yeah, so he says we're having more winter, which isn't really a surprise. We actually have been to Gobbler's Knob, not for Groundhog Day because that's like way too many people. But we have been to Punxsutawney to see Phil while he's off duty. And he has a little burrow in the library. They keep him all nice and comfy and fed with his family. And there are the businesses. I mean, of course, Punxsutawney is a very small town in Pennsylvania, so Punxsutawney Phil is very much a highlight of that little town. Okay. So the businesses, a lot of them have groundhog statues. And we've spent some time going around just, I don't even know how many there are. I read an article, darn it, I can't remember now how many there are. But you can go around and try to find all the groundhogs. I found quite a few. Took a picture of several that I thought were kind of cute. And, okay, now we're going to line these up the best we can. Hopefully. And now the next one. Guess I should use my pokey tool because my hands are dry. But Phil and his little family are so cute. And we took, we've been down to Gobbler's Knob a couple of times, took my youngest son and his wife and showed them where Phil does his predictions every year. They have it all set up with a big stage and his tree trunk that he comes out of. Last year was all virtual. I did watch it last year. And this year it was in person, but I had read that it was sold out like right away. The tickets were gone. There were a lot of people there. I will say that. Okay, so now we have one on the front of our envelopes. And actually, I think I want this one to be the front. Doesn't matter, you're not really going to see them. So if I put this one flat against the back piece, I'm going to take my second fold, line my envelopes up along that second fold, and try to center them. That first envelope is a little crooked. It's not going anywhere now. Tape on it. And then we'll add another piece of tape to the center of this envelope. is where I'm not sure my plan is going to work because of my, the way I folded it. But it should. And now when we open this, we have our little accordion envelope to put little tucks, ephemera, note cards, whatever. And I have a little bit of a spine here so that if we tuck little papers down in there, it's still going to be able to close. Maybe we'll make like a little, oh, I know what we could do. Wait, it's in my, I don't know if I could do it today. I just put it in my little idea book here. Maybe we could do one of these and tuck down in there. This little matchbook. And this one was from Camellia Crafts Designs. I got my dimensions from her. And then you can add either plain paper on each of these panels to write on, or you could make, I've seen these with little notebooks. And then you close it up just like a matchbook, and that one of those would tuck down in here kind of nice. Okay, so we have to make a closure for this. Keep this, oh, I like to keep my little, who I was inspired by and where I got my info from, so I can give them credit for sharing that. So I'm sorry, I don't remember where those numbers came from. I can't remember which digital those were. Okay, so let's make, let's do a tie. I have all those pretty ribbons over there. That one, or I guess it's going to depend on how we decorate it. Red and black. My little idea book back there, my ideas. And get out some, I don't know what I have left to decorate with. This is the hard part. Unless I just do like a bit of a collage on here, which we can do. I wonder if I want to make, I think I do. I think I want to make another little score line here because this is getting caught. And so just like the same idea as the bottom, as it fills up, it's probably going to need a little bit of a spine or a, I don't know what else to call it. Oh, it's too thick. Where's my bone folder? Or a stylus or anything? Not you. Oh, maybe the end of, oh, there's, I don't think that's going to fit. Let's try this. Will you reach? I don't want to go through my paper. I just want to score it. There we go. So I need use up some of these little bits, huh? So it's just a piece of, oh, I didn't want to make it smaller. piece of pattern paper. You know what else we have? We have some of this fabric that I had ripped up for tag tops. This way so I can see some more of the print. Poor doggies are going to be upset. We just got all the walkways cleared for them. Now they're all going to get filled in again. Ended up not using a whole lot of that paper from that digital download. Huh. Oh yeah, I had that. Huh. And then, okay, there we go. So let's put, oh, you know, I should have probably put my brad on here before I glued the envelopes in. I will probably have to put a piece of tape or something over the inside of this so nothing catches on that brad. Okay. All right. So we need, I'm going to cut about 3 circles out of this red because this is pretty thin. Matter of fact, I'm hoping my, oh good. I was doing this yesterday, and I was making that little matchbook thing. I was trying to layer up 3 layers of circle, and this is just my little, I don't even know how big this is. And I got glue on the second one just like this, and it stuck to my dry hands, and I picked it up and dropped it on the floor. And I still haven't found it. So somewhere around here, there is a kind of, is it heavy enough? Might do one more. This paper really is very, very lightweight. Good for in the journal, but you know, for something like this, I think we want to make it kind of heavier duty. Lost my pen. I see it. That's better. Feels better. I'm going to add this here. Brads. Where are you? And I'm getting my pokey mat. Well, no, because I don't want to poke the whole way through. Good Lord. she said. No. Oh, I could do it to do my circle. Just not through the envelope. Where are you? Okay, let's find the middle. Pretend we know where the middle is. Okay. And not make that big enough. Trying to not make it too big, nor am I wanting to poke that the whole way through there and into the next envelope. I already got a hole in one envelope that I didn't want. And I'm trying not to poke my finger. Make it bleed. Okay, tighten those down a little bit. Now let's make a little hole for the top to put our tie in. And this is kind of red. Well, it's the only red I have, so it's not really going to matter. That's what I have to use. Right? Use what you got. And then I'm going to use the big punch, my big hole punch on my crocodile. Try to center it up with the, yeah, this is almost doable. Let's see. That's probably close enough. Or I should say in far enough. Hope it's not too far. These were a Christmas gift from the kids this year. I was like, what do you want for Christmas? I need some eyelets. What are you going to do with those? Never mind. How long do we want this? Do we want this so that it will go around? Possibly. This is actually ribbon from Stampin' Up. From, I think it was like my Playful Pets suite that I had. I'm just trying to make sure this is how I want to tie it on here before I start putting any decorations. That'll work. It's a little long, but better too long than too short. Whoever gets this can cut it down to be as small as they like. Alright. Now, let's add a little bit of fun to this. Oh, see, it's a good thing I didn't put that on there first because I would have been sorry. I think I'm going to have to do this bit of it up on the top, and I need to take a little more off. Oh, and it's not going to tear because I don't want that much off of there, so we'll have to fray it. Yes, and since it's the first Wednesday of the month, we get our new stitchery prompt today. Can't wait. First on my list when we're done with working on Alice here today. I'll stay in here and work on a couple more things, but then I will go see what our February prompt is. I've been doing some stitching just for fun, learning some other stitches and adding insects. Made what did I do? A butterfly, a dragonfly, a bee, a snail. I want to add, I think today I'm going to try, or tonight, because I stitch usually in the evenings when we're down watching TV. A ladybug this evening. Come to a point where all my background stitchery that I could do on this page is about filling it up, so I need to add my little bugs that I'm going to make. I'm going to do some ants. It is fun. I'm enjoying doing this. This is fun too. I just feel like Alice has taken a very long time. But I know also that I am not the fastest at this. I'm still a novice when it comes to journals. Where did that other little, there it is. Do that down here. Yeah, I mean, these other wonderful people who've been doing this forever can get through some of this stuff so much quicker than I do. I don't know why I'm so pokey about it. I was watching Amy at Crafty Cat. She was making some Valentine ephemera and talking about her income off of YouTube. And first of all, I was surprised because I didn't know you could even get to a point where you had income on YouTube. But she was explaining how you have to have so many subscribers, and you know that the ads help you earn money, and I know that there are some YouTubers that is how they support their families. You know, this is their income. I'm doing it for fun. I'm going to tie this on here so it doesn't get in the way. Anywho, Amy had mentioned some of those bigger, more well-known journal artists out there who have a lot of subscribers, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, she has so many subscribers. So I'm sure there are. I don't always really pay attention to how many subscribers people have, but I'm like, I think I have like 40. 40, not like 40,000, 40. So there will be no income for this girl. There's barely any income off of Etsy. Oh, that's cute there. I started playing around with adding more to YouTube and Etsy after I retired. I would be crafting anyway, so it doesn't really matter whether I'm doing this on a video or not. I would be crafting. But I do learn from other crafters, and so I'm hoping that some of the things that I do are helpful. I'm afraid the ribbon's going to get caught if I add this on here. And I still have the whole back that needs something. I really need a piece that is not the chipboard, that's just one of the small images from the Stampin Up book. Oh yeah, I have to add the other puppets. I don't know if I will do them like I did the Queen and I added her to that tag, or if I will make them like the focal point of a page. But I'm going to try to get those other puppet cutout ones put on. So I still have Alice, Humpty Dumpty, that horsey thing, whatever it's called. And this was another printout that I had made too big from my, darn it, my Tracy Fox tag a day challenge that we're doing. So I don't really want the gardening part on there because this isn't a gardening journal, but I might use some of that red plaid again. Or this was from Rachel. That might be pretty on there. I was kind of saving this for the third signature though, because of that red flower. And if you remember, that third signature has some of this pattern on there. I think I'm going to save it. I don't want to waste it on here. I'm going to need it. Could print it again. Goofball. But we have turn that off of there. You guys have been having a glare. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hi. Gemini crickets. Oh, different story again, huh? Kind of like the club's design just by itself. doesn't really have any full image of anything that makes it pretty. Has the top of the teapot, 1 teacup, no, 2 teacups, part of a key. Where are you, Alice? Come here. Oh, take these little clips off now. And if this is too much in this belly band, and it's going to be, I hadn't even thought about that. So we have our first thing for our front pocket. And then I'll just have to make something smaller for the belly band. Oh, well, you know, no rules, right? No rules. All right, so I will get my Alice cover stitched on here. I'm going to look for some pretty ribbon that I should have and figure out how to get this button on here so that we can connect the ribbon to it and be able to wrap that around there. And then I'll just continue working on these things so that when we're done, we can just slip in all of these little tags and journal cards that are all prepared and ready to go. So thanks for sticking around with me through another week of Alice. I'm going to stay with, it's going to probably take 2 more weeks to finish it up. If I can keep working on it in between videos and just, I mean, it takes so long though to show you everything that I do in between. Might have to cut that down a little. Because I can never remember where I left off. But we'll get through it. So, I'm thinking a couple more weeks, and hopefully in the meantime I can get my craft journal put together for myself so that I can continue on with the 5-item swap challenges and get those put in there. So you guys all have a wonderful week. Be careful with the weather. You know, if you're going to get snowed in, you have some crafting you could do. Yeah, have fun with that. Bye, everybody. Take care.